Hey, how you doing, family? This is Mike Robinson, and I'm going to try to get a message across today and try to keep it as short as possible. Hopefully, I won't be interrupted. Um, yeah, and I apologize for the sound quality or lack thereof, and any background noise and all of that. You know, with that said, know that I care about you and that the message is what's important. Okay, not the messenger, right? So Uh, I'm really telling you guys, I'm gonna stop showing you in a little while because this account's about to get crazy. I know people that are showing their accounts online. Yo, it's really exciting, encouraging to see the belief in this company and in this technology happening all across the country and the world. Australia, um, Singapore, the UK, Canada, and more countries to be announced in the very near future, all using Sound Money wallet, right? And very shortly to be using the Sound Money Vault, right? And I believe there are people who already are using the Vault. But yeah, so anyway, let me show you what I want to show you because I want to try to keep this short and to the point. Now, I'm going to be appealing for the most part because I've been a little frustrated. I'm keep it real, but I think that was mostly my fault. One, I'm in the NFL club. For those marketers have been around a while. That's the no friends left club, no family left club. You know, uh, yeah, the NFL, right? So you got nobody backing you with your business, right? But you got to do it anyway because you know it's right, you know it's true, right? And sometimes people don't see things when you see them, right? So with that said, right, and because I'm building this for my children and my grandchildren, right? So it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks for the most part, right? I'm building it, right? But this video is about how being a Forex trader is going to benefit me and possibly those who decide to consult with me on how and when they should move their metals in and out of cash or in and out of the Sound Money wallet into their bank account. Um, because I do want to offer what I know to nonprofits in particular, churches in particular. Um, so yeah, my last purchase, and that's why I have my account open here. My last purchase of gold and silver. I want to show you what's possible because I don't think people are understanding what we're trying to communicate here in the Sound Money family, right? In the 7K family, right? The technology is here today for you to move fiat currency into physical gold and silver and have it secured securely and safely with cutting edge security in America, right? Insured by Lloyd's of London and audited on a regular basis. One for one valuation of physical metal to dollar deposited. One to one, right? So what am I saying? What I'm saying is the 100% reserve. So whatever you put into this wallet, right, is there in physical gold or silver, period, point blank. So now, talking to basically Forex traders today, I want you to see what goes on here. Now, as a Forex trader, right, you open up an account, and let's say you're a seasoned Forex trader. Let's say you're not, because most aren't, right? Most fall into that retail trading title, right, as far as Wall Street's concerned, right? And you put as much as you can in the account, and you hope not to blow the account, right? So let's say you put money in an account. Let's say you put $5,000 in a traditional account, which I'm going to show you in a couple of minutes, right? And you set a position for gold and you sink $5,000 into this gold position, which is not a lot of cash or currency for a gold position, right? So you sink your $5,000 in there because, you're a Forex trader and you know it's going to go up or you know it's going to go down. And it goes in the opposite direction and you don't have the proper safeguards in place, right? No stop losses, right? Or any other techniques that could be used to protect your currency, right? In the case that the market goes against you, you've lost all your currency. That's Forex 101, right? With this, right? If you put $5,000 in here in cash, right? And you can see here the market right now, gold is at 1989.31, right? This is pretty much real time, right? It refreshes, I don't know, every 5 minutes, I don't know, it refreshes several times a day, right? I mean, I can show you. Let's look at that. So this is gold right here. It's actually right on the market, right? This is my account, right? It's actually trading at 1891.69. That's what they'll give you for your position. So if you got in here and you closed out your position here, they're going to calculate it at 1891.93 minus their spread, right? So 7K just off the jump, right? If I were to sell my gold back to 7K, I'm making a premium right there. I said 18, what did I say? 1891, right? So that's almost a $100, about a $90 premium I would get to closing my position with 7K as opposed to closing my position in traditional uh, Forex account. So that's one benefit, right? One benefit for sound money, right? Now, so if you don't know what you're doing, right, and you open your account, right? You open your Forex account and you're trading, right? And you get in here and price is going up, you're all happy. Let me open this. Let me enlarge it so you can see exactly what I'm talking about, right? So you're a trader and you know what you're doing and you're joining one of these trading clubs and they're going to teach you how to trade options and they're going to teach you how to make thousands of dollars on your phone and I've seen them all, family. I've seen them all. They come in cycles. So anyway, you get involved, you learn Forex, and to get into this position, there's a spread. All right. So you may have $5,000 in your account, but and the physical metal positions are more of a premium than just regular fiat currency positions. That's something you should take into consideration. But let's say you bought a standard position here, right? And I truthfully don't know what a standard position pays, whether it pays the typical $10 per pip or there's some different valuation. But anyway, you took this position, right? And you're riding it. It's going up nice, right? And this is the monthly, right? So this is 1 month. This whole candle, right, is 1 month. Second month, oh, I'm happy. Broke through resistance, right? Boom, we're off. Third month, it went all the way up here. And you said, oh, I'm gonna ride this sucker. Before you know it, you went to sleep and boom, price dropped. The next month, oh no, it's going to rebound, it's going to continue. Yeah, it's going to continue, but not for another 60 days, right? It went back up and then boom, that is a stop on. They flushed it, right? So all the people who started here, when it got here, they were like, oh crap. They either exited if they didn't have the equity to stomach it, or they got flushed out when they passed all of these early positions, right? They took them out, right? Or came darn close, right? So anyway, that's just one of the, and like I said, I'm not here to talk, train, teach Forex. What I am here to say is that could get you wiped out. That could wipe out your account. They'll basically close your account because you have insufficient funds, right? The ratios are just, you're below the equity ratio, right? So you're done, right? You put 5,000 in, you were doing great. You stayed in too long and they flushed it on you and you're done, right? So how is sound money different? So you put your $5,000 in, right? But what happens is when they flush the market, they're not taking any of your physical. Nobody's taking your physical. your physical just loses value, but it's still in the vault, right? It's still in the vault. You don't get hurt. You just got to ride out the wave, right? Then when the market bounced back, right, which we saw it did, right? They flushed it, and then boom, snap back. Wow, for 1, 2, 3, 4 months, 5 months, they did this stop hunt to the high side, right? Left them people stranded, right? Those who stayed in followed the HFT, the high frequency trading, all the way up here, right? When they pulled back, got stranded, right? That's another. Okay, so anyway, but that's a nice 4 month ride, right? So if you were able to stomach this, you could have taken another position here, right? Which this is what I study to try to do, right? Know your equity, right? Know what type of position you can hold, right? And if they do snap back, you're able to add on a position here instead of close a position. And then when you ride it up, your wealth is magnified by X, right? Instead of a percentage of interest like most people get in stocks, right? These are X folds, right? 1X, 2X, 3X, 4X folds, okay? Anyway, so with 7K, my point is they're not going to flush you, right? You're not getting flushed, right? You just lose value in your portfolio, right? Your portfolio value might drop, but as you can see, it went back up. Now, here's I'm bringing it home, okay? I'm bringing it home, bringing it home. So my last two purchases, right, of gold and silver, right, happened on 12/4, right? Now, this was the unit price the day 12/4, right? December 4, 2020, 8:34 a.m. when I purchased. The unit price that I locked in at was 27.95, right? So, 27.95, almost a $2 appreciation, right? Let's look at the gold, right? Gold I bought and locked in at 1928.55, right? 1988, let's say, it's a $60 gain, right? If I would have cashed this out and have to pay capital gains, it would have been on a $60 gain, right? Per ounce. So let's say, for instance, because there are some people in 7K who have 100 or more ounces of gold, right? So if you have 100 ounces of gold sitting in your wallet and that moves $100, you do the math, okay? Or if you have 100 ounces of silver eagles, 100 silver eagles in your account, right? And the price of silver, right, moves from 27.95, right, to 20, let's say 29.95. That's a $2 gain per ounce. That's $2,000. Boom. Since the beginning of the month, just because you had a hundred silver eagles in your account. So the point I'm making, it would have been a $2 gain times 100 silver eagles in your wallet. You do the math. That gain from either of these physical metals in your wallet can be, with a push of a button, anywhere in the world, on any beach in the world, moved to cash, and then for a flat $5 fee can be moved to any legacy bank that you may have, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Chase, Citi, you name it, okay? So for you Forex traders out there, um, this is something you might want to consider. You might want to consider getting into 7K just because of the way you can, one, swap money, right? Because I didn't mention that, right? So what's a swap? So the swap is you can move your value of money, because physical gold and silver is money, right? It's not fiat currency, right? It's money. So you can move your valuations from gold to silver, from silver to gold, from gold to cash to silver. Any of those three in my wallet that you saw, I can move at any time for any reason I decide, for no fee. So I'm swapping money from asset class at will. Now, let's say, for instance, you were a nonprofit and you knew somebody like me, right? Let's say I showed you some other strategies, right? I showed you how to create an environment where your nonprofit uh, has its own income source, separate and apart from those people you are soliciting to on a yearly basis for donations and contributions, right? What if I could show you a way to become a member in 7K and have a perpetual income, right? A residual income that is solely designated to your nonprofit, separate and aside from you as a person, right? Legally, ethically, and morally, right? That solves the nonprofit problem, right? That is the systemic nonprofit problem, right? And small business problem if you want to get into it, right? But I'm trying to stay macro here, right? That is the number one prevailing problem for nonprofits is where do I get my contributions? Where do I get my donations? Where do I get my funding, right? So what I've been talking about for weeks, right, without being overly obvious, is if you look at 7K as merely what it is, right, a fintech, a financial tech company, and you understand that they've come up with a software, right? Their developers have come up with a software that allows everyday men, women, teenagers, nonprofits, for profits to buy a membership that will enable them to move with a click of a button electrons which represent fiat currency into God's money, physical gold and silver, which you can have at any point in time delivered to your house in the United States within 3 business days via uh, FedEx, or in the world, in the other markets. I don't know what their timetables are for delivery, but you can send an email to customer service, and I'm sure they would tell you what it is for Singapore, what it is for the UK, what it is for Australia, what it is for Canada. There are things I don't need to know, right? I don't need to know that. All I know is it gets there and nobody's complaining. Right? Everybody in this company is happy. I don't know everybody in this company, but I don't hear any bad. I don't hear any bad commentary. That is rare. You want to see a unicorn? You're looking right at it. 7K Metals is a unicorn, right? So anyway, this is about 18 minutes in. So anyway, for people who know me, and people later on uh, who will see me as I develop my personality online in however many iterations it may be, know that whatever beach I'm on, wherever there's internet access, see, this is a profitable position here, right? Now, is it a heavy position? No, it's 3 micros, right? And for you Forex traders, you know what 3 micros are. What you don't know is how much is in my balance, right? So you don't know what kind of uh, profit this is going to garner, right? That's not the important part. The important part I want to make with this video is that I'm trying to tap people into laptop incomes, right? Forex, I've tried to teach people Forex. I've offered to teach people Forex. I've offered to teach a church Forex. Forex is a different beast. You either love it or you don't. And if you don't love it, you're not going to have the patience and dedication to learn it, right? You could talk how you know people who trade Forex and you know how to trade Forex. Well, if you know how to trade Forex, why aren't you doing it? Because it definitely can be profitable, right? And that leads me to something else. There are a lot of people, well, not a lot, and I thank you guys. I should have done it at the onset of this video. All my subscribers uh, who have subscribed to my channel over the past couple of weeks. Any new subscribers thinking about subscribing to my channel, I thank you. The likes, I'm not really into the like, algorithm, but if I'd rather have you like than dislike. So, let's leave it at that. But for those watching my video, all I'm trying to do is offer a solution. And I'll be the first one to say, if you have something better than 7K, please send me an email, workwithmichaelrobinson@gmail.com. I listen, I know and regularly pour out of my cup so that I can receive more. So if you have something better for the people, the masses, right? Not just your clique, right? Not just your boys, right? Not just your frat, right? Not just your sorority, right? Not just your, you know, political organization that you're part of, you know, whether it be nonprofit um, or otherwise, or profit, right? I'm talking about if you have something for the people, you're about the community, reach out to me. I'm down to help you. I'm down to help you help others come up in wealth because, you know, I'm really growing tired of the whispers, and people is talk, but, you know, they're talking COVID, they're talking lockdowns, they're talking 18 months out before we see some normalcy. They're talking about not until next summer, 2021, before everybody in America could possibly be vaccinated. What they don't want to really say is, listen, folks, get ready for another year of a new reality. If you're not earning income from home, it's not going to get better in the next 12 months. It's going to get worse. And everybody is hoping and praying to God for almighty government to shell out manna from heaven, right? Say what you want. That's what I see. I see a lot of people waiting around for their government checks. Why? Why? Because you're afraid there's false evidence appearing real in your life? I don't get it. So reach out to me. Let me know what's going on in your reality because this thing is working. There are enough videos online about 7K. Um, I'm the type of leader. Um, I'm gonna give it to you raw. I'm gonna give it to you straight. Um, no foul mouth. I don't need to, get hyped and cuss and, you know, beg and plead and no, I'm not doing that. This is real. If you have a need, you have a child that's in college or senior in high school, about to enter college, you you can literally have that child's freshman year paid for. And I know what it costs for a freshman year in New York State, at least. Okay. If you live somewhere more expensive than New York State, then, I yield. But, I had a child that went through 4-year university in New York State, pretty good university, right? So I know what the yearly nut is, right? So when I say you can cover that nut, if you get involved now, right, or by the first week of January, right, preferably now. Why put off till tomorrow what you could do today, right? But whatever, right? Maybe you're not in a position right now, but ASAP, right? You can have your child's first year of college covered by the end of the year. So when they send you that nut, right? Or you could just walk into the bazaar's office if that's what they still call it at the end of the year and say, Merry Christmas. Here's my child's uh, first year tuition paid for in full. I'm telling you it's possible. And that's what I'm trying to get across to the people that I have in my community. You don't have to be stifled because of COVID. There are people in the world who are leveling up. There are people in the world who are getting rich right now during COVID. Why aren't you? And you could say, oh, well, what are you doing, Michael? I just showed you, what I showed you. And I'm not, like I said, you saw a couple of $100 in my sound money account. I could name other uh, 7K members who have thousands in their account, right? That's not the important part here. It's not about what I'm doing. Trust me. Listen, my grandchildren will be straight. My children will be straight. They are straight, right? And here's another thing for you people out there who are in the NFL club. You have no family who are going to come with you into this opportunity. You have no friends who are going to come with you into this opportunity. Here's something for you to hang your hat on, right? In 5 years, when you're a gold, right, or an executive goal, or presidential goal, or any of the levels above presidential goal, and that presidential goal, you're making 100,000 a month, right? If I'm not mistaken. No, it's 50,000 a month. Okay. I keep saying 100,000. I don't know why. Okay. I think it's 12,005 per week. So that's 25,000 every 2 weeks. That's 50,000 a month, right? So at the top level right now, you're making 50 grand a month. So what does it entail to get to the top level? Uh, buying a membership, buying a membership, and then plugging in, right? And I went over in my last video what it is to plug in, right? I have a weekly webinar every Monday, right? Which proceeds by a couple of hours to 7K webinar on Monday. And I did that by design, right? So you could literally get to, because we have people going silver, gold, and beyond in a matter of months now, right? Because they figured out the equation. It's nothing but math, right? And getting with the right people. That's the key. Getting with people who are go-getters, who really want something out of life, who are not walking dead. I'm just keeping it 100. Right? Because if you don't want anything out of life, you're not going to see anything in 7K. Don't matter what 7K gives away, money, gold. It doesn't matter. You're not going to get excited about it. You're walking dead. You just walking to get ready to die. All the hope, all the dreams, all the aspiration is gone and sucked out of you. Really, that's the way I see people these days, like walking dead. Like they're just waiting to be put in the ground. But anyway, sorry if that offended. No, I'm not sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Because it's a shame. It's a shame. I see for those of you who are believers, I see the Bible, like it's a movie in real time. When I think about the scripture, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. It's real time. Here people are, trying to tell people where the help is, you know, to pull a little from a message I recently heard. The veil is pulled back. The truth is being told and revealed. Now you explain to me why you're not moving on it. Huh. Okay. So yeah. Um, so that's it for today. Uh, I'm me, folks. Um, like me, don't like me. I said that I was going to say it in my next video, and I'll probably say it again. But when my kids were coming up, I would often tell them, and this is real talk. You could like me, not like me, love me, not love me, but you will respect me, right? And what I say here is this is profit, right? And I've told people I trade, right? And they're like, oh, you trade? I'm sure they're like, yeah, yeah, ha ha ha, you trade, you're a Forex trader. This is profit. So if I could do it once, I could do it again. If I could do it for micro, I could do it for a mini. If I could do it for a mini, I could do it for a standard. Okay? Think about that, right? Think about that. Anywhere in the world, any beach, right? Africa, DR, PR, St. Lucia, Brazil. I could catch pips anywhere, right? So 7K is just icing on the cake, right? So when I'm looking at my gold chart, right, and I'm looking at my silver chart, right, and I don't listen to people on CNBC and all these advisors. I don't listen to news. I follow charts, right? Because charts don't lie, right? Numbers don't lie, math don't lie, right? So I see this and I say, oh wow, okay, they bumping up against some resistance right here. All they waiting for is whatever, right? It could be the change in administration next year. It could be war. It could be, it doesn't matter, right? This gold right here, right? The silver rather, trading at 25,968 right now, right? Is about to go. They're going to take this out. That's what I'm saying. So anybody following me, you can mark this video and you can say, oh, Mike said they were going to take out this high right there. Let's see what it is. Let's see what Mike is saying they're going to take out, right? So let's see when in 2021 they take out 29,857. Okay. So if I pile on as much gold as I possibly can, right, as soon as I can, I could catch that, right? So what would that be? What did I say, 28, 29, $4 difference? So for every ounce of gold that I have, or anybody in 7K has in their wallet, wow, that's a $4 gain in silver. Man, people about to get wealthy. So anyway, where do I think it's going? They're going to take this out. Now, are they going to take this out, 49? Because you listen to anybody that knows the markets in precious metals, and I'm not going to call off names because I'm not clout chasing for who I watch online and who I've been studying for years on end. All right. But suffice to say, right? Suffice to say, most people who follow the precious metals say that gold's medium right now should be somewhere around $60 an ounce. And in my next video, I'm going to fine tune it a little bit more for you, right? But let's say it's supposed to be $60. That's that's insane amount of upside potential. So why wouldn't I pile into a account which is insured by Lloyd's of London and verified on a weekly or monthly basis, right? Why wouldn't I? For no fee. And then when I get the profit up here, I simply do some minor calculations and I could move the profit into cash still inside my sound money wallet. So it hasn't activated any, right? And I have a CPA. I'm not a CPA, but until it comes out of that wallet, it's no capital gains, right? It hasn't hit the SWIFT system. It hasn't hit the banking system, right? It's private, right? It's private. There is a private world. There's a private world. And now you have access to it, right? Probably none of your ancestors ever had access to a private vault, right? Right? So that's what the membership gets you, amongst other things, right? The potential to take advantage of gains like this, potential gains, right? And that's what life is all about, right? Potential gains, right? So let's look at gold, right? Because they're both ready to. And I was looking at gold down here, right? Because it was down here about a week and a half ago. So people who look at me and they say, Mike, you're not showing on the exterior like you got it like that." Well, you know, when I was a kid and I used to go to Delancey Street, which is in Brooklyn, I used to go down there from the Bronx. No disrespect, but the shopkeepers in Delancey Street, the Hasidic community, for the most part, they ain't look like they were about that money either. But trust when I tell you, those people down there on Delancey Street selling those goods, they got bands, okay? They got cash, they got currency, right? But they don't show it on the exterior, right? There are pockets and communities all over New York City like that. You walk through and you see the population walking through the streets, and they don't look like they have much, right? A lot of places like that in the world. right? So you don't have to always show your wealth just to have wealth, right? And really, when you get into following wealthy people, you know, how many times have you heard somebody say, "Oh, look at that billionaire and how he dresses"? Yeah, because he don't have to prove nothing to you. I don't have to show you where all my wealth is. I showed you a little bit of money inside it. You don't know what else I own or control. It's not important. What's important is what are you doing? What are you doing about your present condition? If it's not where you want it to be, your children's, if you care about your children's situation, because they're carrying a lot of debt. I'm going to show you that debt in the next video. And your grandchildren's, from the day they're born, they are riddled with debt. And I'm going to show it to you in the next video. So anyway, family, I care so much about you. Um, I hope you like what I gave you. Sorry if it sounds like I'm, coming down on you sometimes, but it's because I care, and I'm passionate about what I teach. So, again, all my subscribers, can't say how much I appreciate, seeing the subscriber count go up. The likes, I really prefer over the dislikes, but I welcome the dislikes also because they make me a better person. So with that said, God bless you. May heaven keep you. And until we meet again, take care of yourself. Peace.